home support. She came through yesterday in straight games against Hina Akichi. As for Nidaira, she knocked out Malvika Bansod, who'd previously beaten Kirsty Gilmore in the quarterfinals. So, tough one to predict, I reckon.
Please welcome the technical officials on court.
That's how the HSBC race to the final stands in the women's singles. Wang Ziyi, An Se-young, Chen Yufei, the three big names, of course, along with the fast improving Gregoria Tunjung. Chen Yufei, of course, will be defending her Olympic title in Paris in a few weeks' time. Meanwhile, they are very efficient here. The court officials, as you can see, are already on court. And here comes Beiwen Zhang.
The number 6 seed from Japan, Natsuki Nidaira.
Here comes the Japanese, who actually has a winning record against the American, even though she's ranked some way below her. 2-1 on the head-to-head. Nidaira leads. Although Beiwen Zhang did win the last meeting. That was in the round of 32 of the Swiss Open back in March. And Beiwen Zhang won that in straight games. There it is. 16 and 23-21 in the second game. So it was close. Nidaira having won the first two meetings between these players.
You won the toss. Decide, serve, or receive. You receive, okay?
I know that you covered Beiwen Zhang's semi-final yesterday, Bobby. I mean, she won in straight games. It wasn't total plain sailing, was it?
No, it was a very strange performance by her opponent, another Japanese opponent. Hina Akichi, who surprised me by her level in the first. Beiwen Zhang guilty of being quite erratic at times. She's very impressive in attack, but gets a bit complacent and makes mistakes, makes errors.
Well, there's Beiwen Zhang's progress here, and it's been, well, very, very straightforward. Not dropped a game. Nothing longer than just over half an hour. Suspect this might be a more difficult encounter this afternoon against Natsuki Nidaira, the 25-year-old Japanese, ranked 38 in the world. She's been up as high as 24, as you can see. That was only a year ago. She's won several national championships. They don't give those away in Japan. Actually won a World Junior Championship bronze as a youngster back in 2015, and similarly, she's not dropped a game either, so something has to give here. Only made one previous Super 300 final. That was the Swiss Open, and it was a long time ago in 2018. She lost it, although she has won 6 international tournaments. Bertha Garcia is in the umpire's chair from Peru. And Analia Lescano of Argentina is the service judge here. Well, if this is half as good as the men's final, it'll be well worth watching.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope both of these are playing at their best. I expect nothing less from Beiwen Zhang. You mentioned she's going into the Olympic Games in Paris in just a few weeks. She's on home soil and she's in the final. It would be a huge statement for her in that preparations to put in their best performance and come through as victor here. But we can't underestimate Nidaira. .33 now, Zhang, and she's probably peaked in her career in the last 18 months, which is impressive in itself.
Yeah. Won her first World Tour title back in 2018. And then nothing until last year, where she won the Australia Open, the High-Low Open. She's got some unfinished business at the Olympics as well. I might remember she injured herself against Beiwen Zhang in the, I think it was in the round of 16, wasn't it, in Tokyo.
And on my left, Natsuki Nidaira, Japan. Beiwen Zhang to serve. Love. Play.
So here we go, women's singles final, the American serving.
It's found the line. No, oh, early challenge.
I'm with you, I saw that as good. So first point of the match is going to be one for Hawkeye to look at. Yeah, you just got the impression some part of that shuttle would have clipped the line. And indeed it did, more than a piece actually.
Correction in. Service over, 1 love.
That's a lovely piece of interception from Jung. Plays that shot very well, always has done.
1-all.
Yeah, she's got those slices from both corners. And to combine it with the power she's got, which is always a threat to opponents who back themselves up in defense to cover that straight smash, it leaves the front court open so she can use those slices. It makes it look even more effective.
2-1.
There's a New Zealand triathlete called Hayden Wild who won a bronze medal in the last Olympics in Tokyo. And he famously said a little while back that you can add 10% to the performance on home soil. And I think it's true for a whole load of sports, including badminton. You look at, you know, the medal records of so many players, and invariably they produce some of their best play on their own or in their own country. And it would be a massive thrill for Zhang if she can win this title here in the US. However, it's been a good start for Nidaira.
4-2.
The thing with Beiwen Zhang is she does kind of tend sometimes to have little periods where maybe she loses focus or concentration, and savvy opponents can take advantage of that. Then she'll produce something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree.
Service over.
And with the comment on home soil, just beg to see her play at her best for an entire match. I don't think I've ever seen it. Yesterday, the opening game, she completely blew away Hina Akichi, and you just thought, well, this is done. And then it was, you know, extra points required in the second. It was very strange.
Was it true for you? Did you always get an extra lift when you played in the UK?
Yeah, one of my best results, actually, World Championships bronze medal, was played at home at Stoke Mandeville in England And in the para badminton circuit now, we've got this level 1 tournament, the equivalent of a Super 1000, if you like. And our GB squad always produce their best results at home. It's just, you know, you've got your friends and family in the audience. You know, you train extra hard to make sure you're ready for that event.
And I think there's a familiarity about playing at home too, isn't there?
Yeah, you know, you haven't got to worry about jet lag and long flights. You know where to go for food. You can potentially be at home to sleep, you know, whatever that means. It makes life a lot easier. I think Beiwen Zhang lives in Las Vegas, actually.
I think she does. I was just checking that, because I was about to say that it could be slightly different, not being much travel involved in Great Britain as opposed to the United States.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's a lot bigger. Yeah, she certainly moved to Vegas, but Vegas to here is less than a 3-hour flight, so you're not going to have too much of a problem with that.
It's a good lift.
Thank you very much.
Serving 5.
Dictating things so far, Beiwen.
Oh, that's lovely.
8, 5.
Been in the last 4 Pan Am Championship finals, I think. And has won 2 of them.
Yeah, she certainly won the Pan Am Games gold last year, didn't she? Having won it once before. Yeah. That's a very good lead. Sometimes it's awkward when it literally just falls over the net like that. She had her bearings absolutely perfect there, the American. Well, it's been a confident start. Played a couple of wonderful disguise shots, Zhang.
Service over 7, 10.
It's interesting that you were saying she's producing some of her best badminton now when she's 33. Wouldn't necessarily expect that.
No, not at all, and appreciate she's representing the USA, but born in China, moved to Singapore, I think, when she represented herself at the World Junior Championships you mentioned in the intro. She was Team Singapore at the time. So, you know, Asian background, and there aren't many Asian players that peak at that sort of age. Europeans, you do see that somewhere between 27 and 32. You see a lot more Europeans peaking, but some of the world's best players we've ever seen peak when they're in their early 20s. So it's a big surprise for me.
Yeah, I mean, so she moved to the States in 2013, but she only actually got her US citizenship in 2021. So I wonder whether, and obviously we had the whole COVID situation after that, where there weren't many tournaments in the middle of that pandemic.
20 seconds.
And I think
20
sometimes mentally is almost as important, or some would say more important physically, in terms of state of mind when you go into a tournament. And I think with that settled, it's made a difference. I'm sure it has. And I mean, one of the tournaments that she won the, what was it, the, she won a Super 500, didn't she, back in 2018? And then nothing for
Indian
5
Open,
years.
I think.
Yeah. It's a superb shot.
And it also needs to be said, despite her age, she is one of the most athletic-looking women's singles players out there. Tremendous power overhead, and I mean, there's been highlights of her over the years doing the full splits, you know, absolutely horizontal to pick up the shuttle.
Yeah.
She is a tremendous athlete.
You weren't known for that particular manoeuvre, were you?
No.
Service
No,
over.
absolutely not.
8.
Not my wildest dreams. That's a good smash.
I tell
Brilliant.
you what, it's been really noticeable with Beiwen Zhang so far this afternoon. Firstly, very few unforced errors,
13.
but also she wants to take the initiative in the rallies. I think that's very evident, and that was wonderfully worked.
Purely based on history of watching her play, I'm not yet confident we'll see that throughout the entire match. One of the most likely players out there to work hard to gain a healthy lead and sit back and relax and get too complacent and go for winners out of position, make mistakes. Fortunately, we haven't seen it yet, and this crowd are thrilled to their American player playing at this brilliant level.
14-8.
I just think it's really important in her matches that if she controls and restricts and reduces the number of unforced errors, so that effectively has the effect of her opponent having to make more of the running. I think she'll win this match comfortably if that doesn't change. If she starts making unforced errors and gives Nidaira a bit of a confidence boost, then all bets are off. But at the moment, she's playing really well.
Yeah, her best level is close to those top 5 players in the world we talked about earlier.
Yeah,
her
for
best
sure.
level.
For sure.
15-8.
Yeah, I mean, she's one of those players that, with the Olympics coming up, you don't want her in your qualifier group.
No. It's going wide.
Judgment's been very good so far as well.
16-8.
The other thing about playing on home soil, assuming she wasn't in a tournament in the previous week, is that she's got the ability to get here a week early and train in this hall, for example, assuming it's been set up, certainly in the practice arena,
8.
whereas Team Japan will all come en masse on a certain day with a certain amount of days practice and warm-up. That will help. I mean, it can only help.
That's landed in.
Miles in.
Service over. 9.
Yeah, obviously with the Olympics this year, we don't have a World Championships. French will be on home soil for the World Championships in 2025, and I think it's India after that, 26.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's a good slice. Oh, it's brilliant.
It's just great technique. She's always had great hands.
Well, that's the thing. I was talking about her athleticism, you know, that's used in defence a lot, and to get behind the shuttle, and her power. That rally had none of that, and yet she's still found an open court.
She's got all the shots. There's no question.
Well played, Nidaira.
Service over.
Yes, unlikely to
18.
make too much difference in terms of stopping the American winning this opening game, but she needs to win a few points ideally just to get a little bit of confidence and self-belief back, because she's been played off the court basically so far in this final. It's going to go wide though.
11-18.
Oh, what a shot. Well, she's challenged, I think, Nidaira, but I think it's a fruitless challenge.
I agree. I think this is wonderful. I reckon it's on the line. And there was the margin for error in that shot was pretty small, to be honest.
It really was. Nidaira's racket in defence would have only been 6 inches or so away from this line. It had to be close.
Yeah, I mean, she went the short side. Brave and beautifully executed.
One challenge remains. Service over. 19-11. Play.
Well, she could have put that almost anywhere. And in the end, it was some way wide. It probably on the
Service over.
line of the
12,
doubles court.
19.
Hardly made an unforced error. Now she's made 3 in about the last 4 points.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, she just gets that healthy lead, gets a bit complacent, and almost tries to cut corners by taking shots on that aren't really in position. That's better. I think that's caught the line.
Yes, and no challenge from Nidaira.
Service over.
So 7 game
20.
points here
Game point. 13.
for Beiwen Zhang.
Well, again, terrifically executed smash.
Service over. 14-20.
She's gonna challenge, and I don't blame her, because this is close. May have just clipped the outside of the line, but I would certainly be asking the question of Hawkeye.
Without the drift that we've seen all week, I think she would have been confident that was going left side.
Did it catch the line? It did.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remains. Service over. 15-20. Play.
Incredible power from Beiwen.
Missed that though.
Yeah.
16-20.
Oh, Nidaira, just signs of struggling with that left leg. It's almost skin-coloured, the bandage, but it's a heavily bandaged left knee.
So 2013 it was. 3 game points saved so far by the Japanese. And she saved another one there too. This is getting a little nervy. If you're in the Beiwen Zhang camp. Full credit though to Nidaira for keeping the American honest here.
Thank you.
7 game points she had, just 3 left now.
I'm not surprised. Beiwen Zhang is using an opportunity to break the rhythm of Nidaira here and, more importantly, refocus her own self. Off the net. That's going wide.
That's wide, and that's game. And it was a little nervy at the end, but Zhang gets there. 21-17. She leads 1 game to love.
A reminder to our audience, I'm so sorry, but please make sure you turn off your flash on your phones. Please no flash photography.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Second game. Lavor. Play.
Change of ends for game 2. Beiwen Zhang for about 3/4 of that opener looked unplayable. The last few minutes, though, would have given Nidaira hope. Let's see if Zhang can hold things together.
Service over. 1.
Just think it's a case of concentration with Zhang. She has the greater technique. I don't think there's a question of that, but Nidaira can be very dangerous if Zhang's level does drop.
Oh, deceptive. Small lifts for hold on the backhand side and just sends Nidaira the wrong way with the flick of the wrist. She'll take as many of those cheap points as she can get, I'm sure. Well, both points for Nidaira have been Zhang's errors at the back line. Oh, brilliant from the American.
She looks pretty focused today, I think.
both a little fatigued right now.
Been playing only for 23 minutes, so it was a fairly quick opening game. Would have been even quicker had the Japanese not won 4 or 5 points when Zhang had game point. How subtle do you want to get? That was fantastic. You're going to have great hands to play that shot. That was almost the equivalent of one of those Phil Mickelson lob wedges. Be brave.
Yeah, it's a confident looking player when you take that on.
Service over. 3-4.
Landed well in.
Yeah, that was a total misjudgment. I think she just lost the bearings a bit there, Zhang.
Good block from Zhang.
A little slump of the shoulders there from Nidaira. Just when she thought she had Zhang where she wanted her, the American produces a little bit of magic.
Service over. 6-5.
Well left.
It was well left, but I think it was half a chance for Nidaira.
Over. 6-7.
Just overcooked it.
It's a good clear from Zhang. Terrific rally.
Well, that was the biter bit, wasn't it, after the wonderful little shot that Zhang played a few rallies ago. The longest rally of the match was only 22 shots. I don't think it was ever going to be the kind of final where we were going to have 50-shot exchanges, but Nidaira certainly with more encouragement in this game than in the first.
Zhang seems to be on the back foot a lot more often.
Nine, 6.
Resilient performance, I think, from Nidaira in this second game so far. Just keep the shuttle alive because, well, she didn't on this occasion.
Over. 7, 9.
But we said it at the start, Zhang capable of getting complacent or making errors, combined with her moments of brilliance.
Yeah,
Superb.
Jung was always on the back foot in that rally.
10, 7.
So Nidaira with a chance here to get to the mid-game break with a 4-point cushion.
Clever shot.
Service over. 8, 10.
However, 3 points ahead. Nidaira looking good in this second game.
She's dictating some of these rallies as well, which I like, particularly at the net. That little hold she has is making Beiwen Zhang late. And she's got a real fight on her hands, Zhang.
She would have been absolutely pig sick if she hadn't won that point. Nidaira certainly kept her honest.
9, 11.
Yeah, she had Nidaira out of position almost on every shot. Change up with the serve, going backhand, Beiwen Zhang.
Service over. 12, 9.
Well, at the moment, Zhang has just lost it.
14, 9.
Errors, and it's given Nidaira as is so often the way, suddenly a real confidence injection, and now she's looking the stronger of the two. That's her.
Oh, again Nidaira off screen, but
10-14.
taking a few moments,
With foul.
checking out that left knee, I think.
I thought she was, when she went towards the umpire there, I thought she was going to say she wanted the medic, but just wanted a quick tail down.
It's a high-risk approach from Zhang so far in the second. Oh, I think Nidaira's gone, you know. She's struggling here with that knee. There was a moment when she lunged early on in the rally, and she looked really uncomfortable getting back.
Okay, thank you. Pass it. 11-14.
Well, if you were Zhang now, and there is, you know, rarely any room for sentiment in sport. If you were Zhang, you need to get her moving around.
Absolutely. Yeah, very... and again, she looked uncomfortable. Nidaira.
12-14.
Oh, that wasn't too bad.
There was, I think I saw just a little bit of a grimace though.
Yeah, a little wince, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Good judgment from Zhang. Right back in it.
Yeah, I thought for a horrible moment from Zhang's point of view that was going to land inside the line. But she left one a few points ago that was well in.
Oh, that was close,
it
wasn't
was
it?
close, yeah.
One left.
That is a fantastic lead. It's so difficult when the shuttle just drops over the net like that to try and judge.
And to pull out the shot, she was already there to play it.
Yeah. Yeah, halfway through the backswing, wasn't she?
Yeah. Well, I think she listened, Trevor. Beiwen Zhang now using all four corners really nicely, trying to get Nidaira twisting and turning. There you go.
And people, you know, people watching might say, oh, it's a bit cruel, but anyone would do the same, including her opponent.
Yep. It's sport. You sense weakness, you exploit it.
And if you win the match, you know, or if your opponent retires or whatever, you wish her well when you shake her hand. But until that point, all bets are off. Well, they say beware the corner tiger. Nidaira still in this, and Zhang can't afford to let her concentration levels drop. She's been excellent last 4 or 5 points.
Nidaira still working hard and playing the long game. Good block. That's going wide.
Service over. 15. All.
Some inner strength from Nidaira, because I think she's hurt more than she's trying to show.
Yeah.
And her style of play is still full of hard work.
It's long. Yeah, and from Nidaira's point of view, you want to show as little
16,
pain or suffering as
Yeah.
you possibly can to your opponent. Otherwise, they start sniffing blood. I think Zhang is already, to be honest. Nice little drop shot from Nidaira, and that's wide.
service over
I
16.
think, from Zhang's point of view, she just has to try and almost challenge Nidaira. If you want a point, you have to win it. Can't be giving her unforced errors. Oh, there's one.
17, 16.
That didn't have the normal Zhang fluidity of racket swing, did it, that shot? It was a bit of a snatch. Yeah, much better, and she's struggling
Service
again,
over
the Japanese.
Yeah,
17.
good variation from Zhang, to her credit.
I think the drop shot clear combination might be a tactic here for Zhang against a woman who's clearly got an issue.
Can't afford to miss them.
Service over 18, 17.
Gritty, this performance from Nidaira.
Yeah, huge heart.
Oh, superb. Like a return in level doubles.
Service over
Yeah, it was one of those where it was kind of risk and reward, wasn't it?
18.
And she got the reward.
Well, that's her all over, isn't it, Beiwen Zhang? I'm trying to think whether, if there was a stat, a ratio, of a player that hits as many winners and makes as many errors in the same performance, I think Beiwen Zhang would be at the very top of that, or the bottom, depending on which way you look at it, of that pile. It's in.
Service over 19, 18.
That's 3, I think, in this game.
Which almost says she's trying to crawl over the line rather than sprint over it. At the moment, though, Nidaira is in front, and they're coming down the home straight. And now she has 2 points to level the match
20.
against
Game point.
the American
18.
who's just, at the crucial moment, lost her focus. That will work.
Superb, yep.
21-18 it is, and out of nowhere,
Second game
really,
won by Natsuki
the Japanese
Nidaira.
is back in this at 1-1.
18, 1 game all.
And as long as she doesn't have a serious injury issue, and she seems to have coped with it so far, it's going to be anyone's final from here.
Yeah, performance full of heart from Nidaira. It's a coin toss for me, this one.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Players on court. Nidaira, please. In. In. Thank you. Final game. Love all. Play.
So we decided that, in truth, Zhang shouldn't have had to play. And now, it's pretty much a 50-50 contest. If anything, you'd say that psychologically and momentum-wise, the advantage is with the Japanese. That dropped in.
Service over. 1-all.
She looks more comfortable on that far side, Beiwen Zhang. At the start of the second, she made so many mistakes out the back of her opponent's court.
4. 2, 1.
Good shot. Good rally. It's almost awkward to watch because when she's in that kind of form, which is this rally and then 2 rallies time and then, you know, 3 more after that, she looks unbeatable. Yeah, it's gone wide.
4.
It's almost like she wants to make her fans suffer and herself do everything the hard way.
Yeah. There's an example.
Service over. 2.
But you know, she's in a Super 300 final, but not only that, she's on home soil. You'd expect the utmost of focus.
Shot.
Three, 4.
Yeah, that was a terrific cross smash winner. Threaded down the line.
Service over. 5, 3.
Absolutely perfect. Oh, it's called out.
Well, that was a glorious opportunity that she's let go there.
4,
She had
5.
the Japanese exactly where she wanted her, but couldn't capitalize.
Oh, that's twice in the rally it's caught the net.
It's great reactions actually by Zhang, but that's gone. That go long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-all.
That's tremendous from Nidaira.
6, 5.
Doesn't seem to be seeing any impact of that injury.
Seven, 5.
It's a good little spell, isn't it, for the Japanese here?
8, 5.
Yeah, she's got Beiwen Zhang on the back foot at the moment. Oh, there is a challenge now.
Yeah, and I don't think she's going to get any joy with it.
Beiwen Zhang.
I'm looking right down that line, and I think it's the wrong side from Zhang's point of view.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think earlier days in the week, that drift sent seemed a bit stronger and would have kept this shuttle in, but
Challenge unsuccessful.
she's missed the line this time.
One challenge remains. Service over. 9, 5.
Good rally.
Top class rally, and you can feel the confidence oozing through Nidaira's veins at the moment.
10, 5.
Suddenly, she sees a little bit of daylight on the scoreboard. She sees a few unforced errors from her opponent, and she's probably playing about as well now as she has at any stage in the match.
Yeah, I think there's a certain level of adrenaline here kicking in. That's clever.
Service over. 6, 10.
Nidaira just pulled up a little after that shuttle hit the floor.
That's a lovely little shot.
Service over.
Nidaira has a 5-point lead at the mid-game break in the decider.
Play.
Ridiculous angle, really.
Over. 7, 11.
think she had the better of Beiwen Zhang, had that shuttle gone over.
8, 11.
That's in as well.
9, 11. Service over. 12, 9.
Bit of a nervy period of the match, the last few points. Yeah, well-placed shot from Nidaira. Just the right trajectory to make it difficult for Zhang.
Service over. 10, 13. Natsuki.
Oh, what a save.
That's wide. And all of a sudden it's now Nidaira who looks to be suffering a little bit in terms of consistency of shot.
13.
Crowd are still very much behind Beiwen Zhang as well, coming alive for the last couple of points.
Service over. 14, 11.
Much more control from Beiwen Zhang. Oh.
Close, but just the wrong side.
Service over. 12, 14.
Thought we might have seen another challenge there from Nidaira. Yeah, it was left really well by Beiwen Zhang.
Service over. 15, 12.
That's a great shot.
Service over.
Nidaira still on the floor. Oh, she's up now, but she Took her time to recover after that dive.
Well, that's going to put pressure on the knee if that is the issue.
Okay, thank you. Thirteen, 15.
That's loose.
Yeah, not the best serve. She immediately put herself in trouble.
Over.
Popped up quite high, nicely for Nidaira.
Still producing the odd moment of brilliance, Jean.
It's not the chant you hear all that often on the World Tour.
No, it's not, is it? Absolutely not.
14, 17. Service over. 18, 14.
Well, that lift a bit too flat, a bit too low. Got its just rewards.
That's a lovely shot. Haven't seen one of those for a while, actually, from Jim.
Service over.
It's very casual
15,
from the return of serve.
18.
A nice mix-up from Zhang. It's going in. That drift, bringing that right back into court.
16, 18.
Huge point. And I just wonder how much Beiwen Zhang is regretting that performance in the second.
Well, she's fighting back in the third.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that second is now entirely out of her mind. There's a job to do here. Brilliant shot.
Thank you. Seventeen, 18. It's okay.
Well.
18, all.
Really nicely played by Beiwen Zhang. Just the right height on that lift. Penultimate shot.
So from 18-15 to 18 all.
Yeah, 4 straight points, I think, wasn't it?
That was a bit of a gift, however.
Yeah.
Service over. 19-18.
Change of tactic. I like that from Zhang. Committing to that mid-court. Putting pressure on the body.
19-all.
After an hour and 6 minutes, championship point for Beiwen Zhang.
Match point. 19.
Well, that smash was taken so early, so unexpected. No chance for Nidaira. That's a terrific rally. I don't know how, but they're saving the best till last year, Trevor.
With the longest rally in the match, hasn't it?
One of them, surely.
Service over. 20-all.
Beiwen Zhang on her. Oh, bends over, trying to recover. Can't believe she didn't finish the rally then, finish the match.
Natsuki, play.
Really slowing it down here, Nidaira.
Oh, what a time to leave the shuttle.
So now,
21.
it's a championship point for the Japanese, having saved one herself.
God, the look of determination.
Well, she couldn't find that shot when she had the chance to win it, but she's kept herself alive.
Service over. 21-all.
The temperament right now from Beiwen Zhang is much, much better. If she could play those kind of rallies with an element of conservatism until there's a chance to hit the winner throughout the match, this match would have taken half the time.
It's a loose one, and Nidaira has another chance to take this title.
Service over.
Never won a Super
22,
300, remember, lost in
21.
one previous final, and that was 6 years ago. Second opportunity.
Challenge. I don't think it's going to produce anything to change the result.
No pressure then, Hawkeye.
It's confident looking lead from Beiwen Zhang. And that's wide.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remains. Service over. 22 all.
Well, she keeps creating opportunities, Nidaira, and sooner or later you fancy she's going to take one.
Service over. 23.
Because
22.
surely can't keep getting herself out of jail forever. Third championship point.
No,
How did you get that back?
should have won it. It's gone long. No, it's on
No,
the
it
line.
hasn't, but she's challenging.
Wow, this is close.
Natsuki Nidaira challenge.
I mean, we are about as far away as it's possible to be. I've no idea, Bobby. No idea.
Well, my instincts were purely based on how she hit the shuttle. I thought it was going long. Line judge was quick to react with in.
It's called in.
Nidaira, quick to call it out.
It's out, and she's won the title.
Unbelievable.
Well, not just brilliant, but brave as well. Because clearly, she wasn't fully fit. Jean will feel she's thrown it away.
Well, she did.
Yeah. Yeah, but you've got to credit Nidaira's spirit and her skill as well, especially when clearly not 100% fit.
Brave performance from the Japanese. Really gritty, particularly in the second where that knee injury looked to be troubling her quite a lot. How she came through that. Terrific.
It's her first Super 300, it's always a big moment. It's a lucky country for her. She won her first ever senior title in the USA. It's in California back in 2017, not a World Tour title. She wins 17-21, 21-18, 24-22 in a match lasting an hour and 12 minutes.
Was that a Grand Prix goal out of interest? I think I was there.
May well have been.
May well have been.
I think it was. I'll find out. I'll find out for you. I know you like to know these things.
I do. It'll plague me forever if I don't know.
It was the YONEX K&D Graphics International. And I think it was in Orange County, California. Looked at one stage, didn't it, in the second game, like she might have to retire. So she's done really well. Taking on a bit of energy there.
Really brave performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the arena screen as we begin the prize presentation ceremony for the women's singles final of the 2024 YONEX US Open. Please welcome the medalists. give a round of applause for our women's singles champion from Japan, Natsuki Nidaira.
Yeah, what a great gutsy display it was from the Japanese. First Super 300, and she's understandably a bit emotional on that podium, I think.
Board member of the USA Badminton Board of Directors, who will be presenting the awards to our medalists.
Just a reminder of the financial awards. Just under $8,000 US for the runner-up, and $15,750 for the winner. And the medal, and in a minute, a hat as well.
Philip Verghese will now be presenting the local gift to the players.
I'm sure that Beiwen Zhang will look at this as the one that got away.
The last item he will present are the checks to our players. Thank you, Philip Verghese. Please stay by the podium for a group photo. Thank you, presenter. Players, please stay for a group photo.
So we're going to take a couple of photos.
Thank you, runner-up. Champion, please stay for an individual photo.
So we'll leave Natsuki Nidaira to post us some photos. Yeah, they still need her. Let's hope that injury clears up pretty quickly.
Another round of applause to our women's singles champion of the 2024 YONEX US Open. Thank you so much. Let's take our seats for our last
So
final.
we are going to take a short break. When we come back, the final. It's the mixed doubles. Tiraratsikul and Moonwong against Toften Magelund of Denmark in a moment. Well, a warm welcome back to Fort Worth, and we have reached our last final